Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I'm going to be sharing my review on the latest release from Kayali, and that is Yum Boujee Marshmallow 81. So I have had this perfume for more than a week now, and I have been testing it out, and I wanted to get my thoughts together before I gave you guys my review. Before I get started with the review, if you are new to my channel, welcome. Just wanted to give a quick reminder that if you have not subscribed, make sure to subscribe. I talk about all things girly. I love makeup and self-care, body care, fragrance. I love talking about all of that. If you want to have someone to have girl time with and a really nice community, because all my girls here are so sweet, go ahead and subscribe and join the fam. And with that said, let's get right into today's review. So it has been a minute since I filmed. I'm so excited to sit down and film. I was so excited to do like a full glam. Before I get started with the review, lip combo. So for today's lip, I did want to go a little bit darker. I wanted to do kind of like a holiday look. So if you're interested, I am going to be posting this look on my shorts on YouTube as well as TikTok and Instagram. So go ahead and follow me on my other socials. So I used the lip liner from Say, and this is the lip liner 101 in the shade Tease. So it's like a really dark brown color. This lipstick is so freaking cute. As you can see, it has it's a collection in collaboration with Pac-Man. So I am going to be leaving the link if you're interested in that collection. This is from Bobbi Brown, and this is a lipstick. So this is the shade, and the color for this lipstick is Blinky Red. So cute. Very smooth, glides on very easily, very comfortable to wear. So now let's move on to the review of the day. So you guys know how this goes. You're scrolling randomly through Instagram, and all of a sudden you see Mona and you see Kayali, you see creators, and you see them in these beautiful photo shoots, and she just drops a bomb that there is a new fragrance coming out, and we all go crazy, including myself, because I just love the way that she promotes her perfumes. It's genius, really. It just makes you crave whatever perfume it is that she's putting out. So here is the packaging for the latest release. They did change the packaging, and I did watch a video of her explaining why they changed the packaging, and honestly, I am all for it. I could care less about the outer packaging of perfume. I am not a hoarder. I don't keep things, so I usually toss all of that away. It's less waste. It's just, I'm fine with that. But anyways, so this fragrance right here is, first of all, this bottle is competing with the Wedding Silk Santal bottle. That one's my all-time favorite, but this bottle right here is absolutely so gorgeous. It is a baby pink that's frosted. So the glass is frosted glass, and then you have this matte white cap, and it's just super duper pretty. So the keynotes on the bottle are freesia, strawberry, pink marshmallow, creamy coconut, whipped vanilla, and pink musk. So I'm going to first look up the fragrance on Fragrantica. I'm going to read the main accords, the notes, and then we're going to get right into the review itself. So the main accords for this fragrance are sweet, vanilla, fruity, and powdery. The notes are top notes freesia, Italian lemon, nectarine blossom, and apple. The middle notes are marshmallow, strawberry, coconut, and orange blossom. And the base notes are whipped cream, sugar, vanilla, musk, raspberry, and ambroxan. I'm just gonna refresh my memory here. Even though I literally wore this fragrance, I would say like 4 days back to back. I wore it for Thanksgiving. I wore it the day after Thanksgiving. The opening of this perfume is so good. It's so, from the minute that I smelled it, there's a sweetness. I definitely get that citrus. The lemon comes through, and I will tell you, there are a few things that this reminded me of. So let me get them really quickly. I have not allowed myself to look at anything that has to do with this perfume. All I knew about it was the notes of the perfume, and that was it. I have not watched any reviews. I've barely read on Fragrantica because I wanted to give my thoughts, and then I really want to watch some reviews. I want to see what other people are thinking, but I'm going to tell you exactly, I took notes, exactly what I thought. I'm not sure if this is what everyone else is saying. Maybe no one's saying this, so it's exciting for me to film this and not know nothing about anyone's opinion on this fragrance. And I do have a lot of thoughts. So, okay, first of all, here is the dent. It's right here. So for a person who has so many perfumes, a person who's constantly experimenting with fragrances, trying new fragrances, it's pretty hard for me to get dents in my bottle. So if you see a perfume in my collection with a really big dent, there could be different possibilities. It could be a fragrance that I absolutely love. It's one of my favorites. And it can also mean that I have to use more of that perfume in general. So with that said, the first time that I ever sprayed this perfume, the first thing that came to my mind was super fluffy marshmallow and strawberries. I thought about strawberries for sure. I thought of the color pink. I thought about fluffy. Something also came to my mind immediately. Like as soon as I sprayed it, I thought of this from Bath and Body Works. So this is strawberry snowflakes. It's been like 2-3 years since this has been released. I think this is the original one, like the original packaging. And whenever it gets released, I just don't buy it because I already have it. And they're so similar. I think this one though has a little bit more of a sparkly touch in there. The bergamot, the iced bergamot really does give it a more sparkling feeling with that strawberry, a little fluffiness. And I will say the Kayali one does feel way more fluffy, more dense, but the scent itself is super similar to the Bath and Body Works one. So of course you can layer these together. I have not done that yet. That's going to be the next thing that I do to test out if it can help longevity wise. That was the first thing that I thought of. Yeah, like a stronger version of strawberry snowflakes, but the scent is almost identical. And then as I kept on, you know, smelling the perfume, trying to take notes on the perfume so that I can give you guys the review, something else came to my mind while I was smelling it, and it was Capri in a bottle from the summer collection. The lemon, I guess the lemon that's in here was used for the Boujee marshmallow because yeah, it's in there. It's definitely in there. So the same exact lemon, it's as if they took these two right here and mixed them together. And then that is how you get this perfume. That is what my nose picks up. I'm not mad at it one bit because I absolutely love strawberry snowflakes and I fell in love with Capri. So to me, that's not bad. I can literally do like a layering balm with all of that and smell so delicious, yummy, very girly, very sweet smelling. It's not like a mysterious scent. It's not a sexy perfume. It's just yummy. It smells yummy. I love the smell. Now, before I give my final thoughts on the performance itself, I just want to keep talking about the way that this smells because I wore this the day that my sister was going to come to visit me. I had finished up cleaning that day and I was feeling, you know, a little gross. So I hopped in the shower really quickly because my sister was like an hour away. Took a shower and I put some of this perfume on without really thinking much about it. And when she got here and I opened the door, I mean, we automatically hugged each other because we haven't seen each other for a year. And the first thing she told me was, "You smell so good." She was like, "You smell so good." So I wore it the next day. She gave me compliments the whole time that I had it on. So to her nose, it smelled really good. She loved it. Now here's the funny part. When I did go on Fragrantica to read a little bit before I decided I don't want to read anymore, I think I did see someone mention something about it smelling like Sabrina Carpenter's Sweet Tooth. And to me, I was just like, I don't smell that. I don't smell a similarity to Sweet Tooth. But I wanted to mention that because my sister had just gotten Sweet Tooth not too long ago. So she remembers, like, she's not a person who has a ton of perfumes. She remembered her Sweet Tooth and she asked me, "Are you wearing Sweet Tooth?" while I was wearing this. And she said that it kind of smelled similar. I don't smell a similarity to Sweet Tooth, but I wanted to throw that out there. I get more of a fluffy, creamy strawberry, almost like if you had a parfait that's very creamy, yet there's strawberries in there. There's a fluffiness, there's so much sweetness, and it's just a flirty, yummy scent. And I did notice in the deep dry down, I do pick up, I don't want to say a smokiness because it sounds wrong with this perfume. There's something in here that once it's dried down, I'm not sure if it's maybe the vanilla that's coming through a little bit warm, kind of warms it up, but that's very like deep in the dry down. That's kind of what I pick up with that. And then let me see if I missed anything else on my notes. So I also wrote down no florals detected, so I don't smell any sharpness or any screechiness. The freesia that is in here is not strong at all. I don't feel anything sharp, screechy. Nothing really bothers me. Okay, so now that I described what I'm smelling, the way that I feel about it, I love the way that it smells. It's so good. All right, so now that I shared with you guys all of my favorite things about this perfume, what I'm loving about it, what I smell, I did want to share just one little minor, I guess, negative part of this perfume that I wish would get better, and maybe it will get better, and that is the performance. So I am up to here in my dent, and it's not necessarily because I've been wearing it a lot, because that is part of it, but I do feel like when I'm wearing it, I do have to spray a lot. I have to give myself like probably more than 10 sprays, and even doing that, I will smell it when I first spray it, like around me, but as soon as I leave the room that I'm in, that I sprayed it, and I start doing my things, I will get a whiff of it here and there, but for the most part, I barely smell it on myself. And you guys know that I love to smell my perfume on me like all day. Like I want to be able to smell it, and I feel like I was not getting that with this perfume, but I want to let it sit. I do have it on my tray for this month. I feel like I'm gonna go through it before I even know what it's going to be like. But we know that we kind of have reached that point with perfumes that we kind of have to let them sit for a little bit. It's kind of becoming a thing. So I am gonna let it sit, and hopefully that longevity will get better with time. That's the only negative thing I have to say about this fragrance, is that it didn't really perform the way that I would like. It didn't pass the overnight test. It does stick to your clothing, I will say that, but I just didn't notice it as much as I noticed my other perfumes. But the scent is to die for. It's sweet. It's a gourmand scent. It's right there borderline on what I consider to be a little too sweet, but it doesn't make it there. It stays very lighthearted, very yummy, rounded out. It's not sharp. It's not screechy. It's fluffy. The strawberries smell really playful and flirty. It's fun. It's just a very girly, just pretty scent. So right now I would give this perfume an 8 out of 10. If the longevity gets better for me, I will update you guys, especially towards the end of this month. I'll see how the fragrance is doing. I will say I'm keeping it. I'm loving the way that it smells. It's a beautiful perfume. I don't have to think twice about it. The times that I've worn it, it's always smelled really good. It's a very strong like. I'm not gonna say it's a love or a favorite for me, because it's not. I would say this is perfect to give to even a teenager because it smells innocent. It doesn't smell too sexy, too grown, yet it doesn't smell too juvenile either. But if you know what Strawberry Snowflake smells like, you know what this is going to smell like. They are super similar. There are a few little differences, but that is the closest that you're going to get to what this smells like. So that's going to be my review on the Kayali Yum Boujee Marshmallow 81. I cannot wait to hear your thoughts on this perfume. Comment down below if you picked it up, if you smelled it, if you tried it, if you want to pick it up. I cannot wait to hear your thoughts. And let's go ahead and let's leave some pink hearts in the comment section to know if you made it to the end of this video. Thank you so much for the support and the love. And with that said, that's going to be it for my video today. Give it a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and I will see you guys in my next video.